Agree, agree, agree. No, I would not like to receive email updates, news, and events from CrossFit. Pretend like I read this. What's up guys, Chase Long here, and this week I want to talk about why do we as CrossFitters do the Open. I wanted to talk about my why before we kick off the 2019 CrossFit Open, because I think it's something that a lot of people have lost after the recent season changes with CrossFit. I know for me, coming from being on a regionals team last year, I had to do some serious soul searching and deep thinking about why I was even pushing myself in the gym every day, and why, if I were going to do the Open, why would I even do it? For people on the outside that don't do CrossFit or are just getting started doing CrossFit, the Open just looks like a waste of 20 bucks, really. It's 5 weeks long, all the workouts sound super hard, and for the most part, you don't stand a chance of making it to the games. So why do we as the general CrossFit population decide to do the CrossFit Open? I don't know about you, but I do the Open for a couple reasons. I think the first aspect that really drew me into the Open was the community aspect. The CrossFit Open's almost like watching Game of Thrones, essentially. It's appointment viewing. Everybody in your community, everybody that you follow on Instagram and hang out with on a day-to-day basis is talking about that one thing. Just like when Game of Thrones is on, all anyone talks about the whole week is about what Sunday's episode was about and what next week's episode is going to be about. Same thing with the CrossFit Open. So if you sit on the sidelines during that, you just kind of feel like you're missing out, right? Who wants to go to a gym where everybody, 99% of the people are talking about one thing and you're just sitting there not participating? The second reason why I do the Open is because I love competing. The Open is the one time of the year that comparing your scores to your friends that aren't just in your gym, but friends that you made throughout your life that do CrossFit as well, it's the only time that you're able to do that during the year. I like being able to get onto the online leaderboard and be able to see how my friends all across the country, from college, from West Virginia, from California, how all of them stack up and how my scores compare to them. I love being able to hop on there and see that I beat them in something and talk shit, or if they beat me in something, saying congratulations. I just love that aspect of being able to compete for 5 weeks out of the year with everybody that I know that does CrossFit. The other thing about competing that I really like is that it's a 100% honest feedback on where your level of fitness is at that moment in time. You do workouts in the gym week in, week out through your programming, you test numbers, you see where your benchmarks are, but you never really tap into that real dark place that you can get whenever you're competing. And lastly, the big reason that I do the Open is because the workouts hurt really bad, but accomplishing them is super rewarding. Pretty much every year I have a moment where I realize I'm capable of doing something that I didn't think I was actually capable of doing. Basically, what I would say is if you love the rewarding, the self-satisfaction feeling that you get after you complete a hard CrossFit class, try doing the Open and getting through one of the gnarly workouts and getting further than you thought that you could ever possibly get in that workout, or even learning a new movement, getting your first muscle up, maybe PR in a lift. That moment is like the moment that you get after class, after those classes where you feel super satisfied with yourself. It's like that times 10 and on crack. So that's my why, guys. I do the Open because I love competing, I love the community, and I love just testing myself and seeing how far I can get. So I wanted to share with you my thoughts on that. I don't think there's a wrong answer there. I think if you're, the only real wrong answer is if you're doing the Open to go to the games and your name's not Matt Fraser. But knowing what your why is and taking on these workouts is going to make it that much easier whenever it's time to go into that dark place. Knowing why you even started or signed up or put the $21 forward to CrossFit HQ, knowing why you're doing it, why you're suffering, is going to make you push even harder. What's your why? Let me know in the comments section below. As part of the Open, I'm going to be doing a weekly video like this, except talking about the workout that week. I'm going to film me doing the workout, record some commentary on that, have it playing while the workout's going on, so you guys can get my takes on how I think I'm doing. Maybe even have some of my teammates join me and share their takes on how the workout went for them as well. Also, if you signed up for the Open, I want you to come compete with me. Join the hashtag ScaleIsNation leaderboard. Once you register for the Open, you'll be given the option to add a hashtag to your name, and that will automatically add you onto the ScaleIsNation leaderboard. You'll be able to keep up with me and my fellow hosts from the Scale is Nation, or the Scale is Needed podcast. So you can jump on there, message us on Instagram, message me on Instagram, talk shit about how you beat me, or ask me questions about how I'm going to approach workouts. I'll share with you my worst advice to help sabotage you in your attempt at that workout. So that's it, guys. We're kicking things off with 19.1 next week. Be on the lookout for that video. And until then, I've been Chase, and I'll catch you next week in the open. I don't know why you do the open, but I can speak to as to why. That's so conflustered. Flippity hands. Come on.